Hey, good afternoon. My name is Les Foll, and actually I'm a real estate broker out of Hayward, California in the San Francisco Bay Area of California. And you can look up my name and see that I've got a little bit of credibility. So here's the deal. About 25 years ago, I decided to get veneers put on my teeth. And they looked fantastic. It was a very expensive process even back then. But in the last few years, my personal dentist had been saying, you know, those aren't for life. And there's starting to be some cracks in the back teeth because you chew ice. And she was saying, but you see there's where your gums are coming down. Now you can see where the veneer stopped and your regular tooth began. So I had made a commitment back there in October of 2021 that, you know what, she's right. I'm finally going to just bite the bullet and get this done. The price to get it done from a friend of mine who's a good dentist in California, family price because she's a good friend and we take care of each other, $42,000. And I was like, ouch, that hurts a little bit, right? But I'll tell you what, compared to the dentist I interviewed out in Danville, California, it sounded great next to the number $65,000. So fast forward from October 21, here we are in June 2022. About a month ago, I'm mentioning to a friend of mine that I've heard that the dental care that's possible in San Jose, Costa Rica is like world class. And because we were on the conversation, I was thinking about getting the veneers redone. He says, well, you know what? I've got a contact that knows the best dentist in Costa Rica, the best. And I bet she can get you an appointment quickly while you happen to be here. So I came in for a consultation. And let me say, the minute I walked in, I was blown away. The equipment that they have here, the way this office is laid out, not just it's a beautiful office, anybody could do that. And not that it's professional looking, anybody can do that. But I looked at the equipment they had that neither of the dentists I went to in California had any of this equipment. And more important, I could see they work as a team. So that was on a Friday. I was just doing the consultation, going to go back to where I'm living down in Uvita, right? Well, no, I said, look, you got an opening on Monday, let's roll. So I came in on the Monday. And if you know the process, you can look that up online. It's laborious. They've got to grind off all of the old teeth, make impressions, and start the process of making the new teeth that are actually going to get installed, hopefully for life. So that first day, I watched how that team worked together. That's a big issue because this is not I have a good dentist who does cosmetic and restorative dentistry. You've got to have a team of people. And my experience, especially if you're from California, come on, how long can we keep an employee inside our company? Everybody's jumping from job to job to job. And when you look at the technicalities, at least of what I just had done, which by the way, was not new veneers, he took off every single tooth, which included 4 crowns that I had paid for in the last couple of years. I don't need to tell you what those cost in the United States. And he said, we're going to take them all off because when we're done, this is going to be perfect. So I noticed one of the things, the great technician that was helping me get through all of this process, she'd been with their team for 17 years, and you can feel it. You know when you're with someone that knows what they're doing. They exude that confidence. I could feel by every way that she moved. And the dentist, every couple minutes, back in, checking, everybody conferring. There's several people on the team. They've got their lab is right here, so they're not sending out those impressions to some lab halfway across town or halfway across the state. Every tiny little adjustment that needed to be made was made right here on the site. And even today, as we're in the final steps, they're making the most minute adjustments on these last 2 teeth. I could give a damn, but you know what? And being a perfectionist, let me say this. Both you've got father and son. So you've got Luis, the dad, who I understand has one hell of a reputation going way back years to the beginning days of even veneers, and then his son Andres. And when I tell you, like, I'm a perfectionist, these guys are perfectionists on steroids. So I guess I would sum it up like this. If you're going to have restorative or cosmetic dental work done, and obviously you can get that done anywhere in the world. If you're in California, and some of the greater markets, probably Texas, New York, Florida, there's probably going to be well-qualified specialists there that can take care of this. But man, I'm gonna tell you, California, my low bid, $42,000, high bid, $65,000. This was about half of the low bid, and the work is off the chain. It bothers me that if the work would have been done free in California, knowing what I know now, I would have come here and I would have paid this price easily. So I'm just gonna say that everybody on the team, Viviana, who is the technician, Jerry, who is the customer service rep, the guy you'll probably be talking to, Melissa, the receptionist, obviously the bosses, Luis and Andres, these guys are a team. And if you're going to do something like this, and let's face it, you're going to live with it, hopefully the rest of your life, especially the way they do it, you wanna not only, don't be as concerned about the money, although you're gonna save a boatload. This trip is going to be free and you're gonna walk back home and buy yourself a new motorcycle with the savings. But more importantly, the work that's gonna be done is going to be world class. And I know that's not what I would have gotten in California. So does Les Foll, the top real estate broker from the San Francisco Bay Area, California, somebody who doesn't just easily give a review, does Les Foll give a review for these guys? Hey, unsolicited. And I said, if you care to get the review, I care to give the review because you've earned it. This is a great team. Smile, you're on Candid Camera.